Remember, Sully, when I said I wouldn't drop the deals?
That's right, Major. You did.
I lied.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another under $5 eShop deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out some of the best games currently on sale, all the while staying under a budget of only $5. Now yet again this week we've got a great list of games in a bunch of different genres, so hopefully a little something for everyone. And just as usual, a quick reminder for anyone who might be new here to the channel, about halfway through the video, I'll be giving away 2 $5 eShop gift cards. If you want to participate in those giveaways, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below. You can then check the next eShop deals video and find out if you won. Also, if at the end of the video you're still looking for other great deals, I'll always be linking down below and the top pinned comment last week's under $5 list, as well as the latest regular eShop deals, because a lot of those deals are still running today and I just don't repeat them 2 videos in a row. Now let's not waste any more time and jump straight in. Just remember, if you are liking the content, one of the best ways to help support the channel, hit that like button. So now our first game for this week is going to be Super Blood Hockey. That is now 80% off, dropping the price to only $2.99, and will be running all the way till September 1st. Now this game is a retro-styled hockey simulator, however with a very heavy focus on the fighting. And if you remember retro games from the NES era, sort of like Blades of Steel, well then the general gameplay in Super Blood Hockey will be a super nostalgic throwback. However, in franchise mode, this game isn't only about what happens on the ice, and you'll have some administration and training to do as well. However, the main reason I think someone will want to be picking this one up is if you are a fan of those retro era hockey titles, well the 4-player local co-op is going to be a great experience. This is also a title I would always suggest to wait till it's on sale. At its full $15 price point, it's maybe asking a bit, but like today at only $3, it really is worth it. I mean, it's not the best hockey simulator, but it's still a ton of fun. Now next on today's list, we have a game hitting a brand new low, and that is Evergate. That is now 60% off, only $3.99, and will be running till August 29th. Now this game is a 2D puzzle platformer with some really great visuals and some pretty stellar gameplay. I mean, when I originally tried out this game, it surprised me and impressed me so much, I actually hunted down a physical copy. I also really love those puzzle platformers that often offer you more than only one way to solve a problem, and this game is a perfect example of that. I also found that this game had a great progression to its challenge. It starts out very approachable, and by the end of the game gets actually quite challenging, yet it does so in a very progressive fashion. And when you back that up, as I said in the beginning, with some really great visuals and an awesome soundtrack, you've got yourself a great game. And currently for this week at only $3.99, this game is a total steal. Now our next game for today is another one hitting a brand new low, and that is Pigship and the Giant Wolf. That is now 45% off, dropping its price to $4.39, and will be running all the way till September 2nd. Now this game is a 2D retro shoot 'em up that has a visual style that reminds you instantly of the Game Boy. And it's also actually a game I fully reviewed on the channel, so I'll be linking that down below if you want to check it out. Now there is one thing I do want to clear up right away. Don't be fooled by the simplistic looking graphics. This is an extremely challenging shoot 'em up. And I would even go so far as to say that it has a lot in common with the R-Type series, where you pretty much have to memorize each level one by one before you can hope and finish them. The good news, however, as long as you're willing to put in the time, the game does offer you an infinite number of continues. But on the flip side, it also doesn't save your progress, so if you do want to finish this one, you're going to have to do so without ever closing down the game. But if you are a fan of extremely challenging, retro-styled 2D shoot 'em ups, then Pigship and the Giant Wolf definitely won't disappoint you. And this is also a game I would have said was an easy pickup even at its full price of $7.99. However, at $4.39, it just becomes even better. Now our next entry is actually a bundle of 2 different games, which is the bundle of Golf Club Wasteland and Aspyr Ina's Tale, that is now at 78% off, only $4.98 for both games, and this will be running all the way till September 1st. Now both these games have a puzzle type approach to their gameplay, however with very different styles. First of all, Aspyr Ina's Tale is actually a game I reviewed on the channel. Once again, I'll be linking it down below, and it's your standard puzzle platformer. It actually has some really great visuals, some pretty solid music, and the puzzles overall are for the most part fun to complete. It did, however, have some minor control issues which prevented me from giving it a very high score, but overall was still a worthy adventure, especially at this price. Golf Club Wasteland, on the other hand, takes a golfing approach to its gameplay, and it takes a very simplistic approach to its gameplay and could have really benefited from a little bit of extra depth. It is, however, a game that for its visuals and its storyline, it was nonetheless worth the experience, especially for this week at an incredible value of only $4.98 for both of the games. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Brendan McCleary, who said, "Darksiders looks good, gonna try the first one." And if you did pick up the game, Brendan, I hope you're having a ton of fun with it. It is still today among one of my favorite games. And our second winner for today will be Michael Rios, who said, "With that price, I may give SpongeBob a try, awesome video." First of all, thanks a lot, Michael, and yes, I definitely think that even with its minor performance issues, at only $15, SpongeBob was a great pickup. So now all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now if we jump straight back into our deals, we have 9 Monkeys of Shaolin that is now back to 75% off, only $4.99. You will have to move quickly on this one, however, it is ending on August 22nd. Now this game is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up with some minor RPG elements thrown in. It's also, once again, a game that I played on stream, and I'll be linking that down below. Now the Switch does have a ton of beat-em-ups, but among some of the ones that are slightly underrated, I would definitely place 9 Monkeys of Shaolin. It sees you taking on the role of a Chinese villager who gets taken in by the Shaolin monks after his town is destroyed, and is set upon a path to avenge his family and friends. Now what I really liked about this game is it has a very strategic approach to its gameplay, almost a tic-tac-toe type of approach where you have to memorize which one of your attacks is more effective against each type of enemy. And it also offers a ton of replayability since you can build your character in a variety of different ways. Not only that, but it even offers a free downloadable demo if you want to try it out for yourself before you decide to pick it up. Now our next entry is another new one to the series, and that is Dice Legacy, that is now 75% off, a new low price of only $4.99. However, you will have to move quickly once again, it is ending on August 22nd. Now this game is a dice-based survival city builder. You could even say it's like a city builder with some board game mechanics to it. Now this is actually a personal pickup for myself for this week. I've already put in a few hours and I am super impressed with this game. Now the basic gameplay here is spread into different campaigns, each with different success criteria, and that will grow in difficulty as you make your way through the game. And if you're wondering how the dice actually fit into the gameplay, they pretty much represent each one of your villagers. Rolling a dice uses some of their stamina, and depending on what you get, you can apply it to whichever task you currently need. It is a weird concept to grasp at first, however it is very simple to understand once you're in the thick of it. The game also has some really great visuals to it and becomes addictive pretty quickly. So if you're this strategy city builder type and you're looking for something with a very different approach, at only $4.99, this should be a definite pickup for this week. Now our next game for today is going to be Wondersong, that is now back to 75% off, only $4.99, and will be running till August 26th. On top of it, this game will be my pick of the week. Now this game is a 2D action platformer where you play a bard that actually has to save the world through his singing. Now before you get worried, this is not a rhythm-based game. It simply uses the songs sung by your bard as his different abilities. And I've got to say that for a 2D retro platformer, this one has a pretty great storyline to it with some fantastic characters. And it's actually a game that will pull you into its world and is really more about the journey than the actual individual gameplay. Now, contrary to usual, the warning I'm going to give here is not that this game is difficult, rather I found it a little bit on the easy side. However, because of its excellent presentation and, as I said, very rewarding storyline, I enjoyed it a ton nonetheless. And I can definitely say for this week, even at $20, this was a game that was well worth that price, meaning that getting it like today, once again at only $4.99, is a total steal. Now next for today, we have Danmaku Unlimited 3 that is back to 50% off, dropping its price to $4.99, and this one once again will be running till August 26th. Now this game is a top-down Japanese arcade-style bullet hell shoot-'em-up. And I'm going to let you know right away off the top, this is probably among one of the best ones we have on the Nintendo Switch. It took one of the top spots in my latest top 10 shoot-'em-ups list, and if I had to remake that today, it would still do so. Number one, both visually and sound-wise, it is a feast for the eyes and ears. And gameplay-wise, it offers a ton of different options, making it extremely approachable to someone who might be new to the genre. Yet at the same time, it can be an awesome challenge for veterans. Also, the controls on this one are extremely responsive, and it runs in almost perfect 60 FPS. Lastly, it also offers a ton of replayability with a bunch of different weapons combinations. Overall, anytime you can get this game on any type of sale, it is a great pickup. So now it's time for today's sizzle reel of deals with a ton of other great games to consider for this week. So we're now at the end of today's eShop Deals video, and I really want to hear from all of you. Let me know what games you're picking up for this week. Also, I really want to take a couple of seconds to thank my channel supporters. Their monthly support is just so appreciated for the channel. And don't forget on the way out that if you did like the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on the notification bell so you know when all my future videos come out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.